What do you want to ask me?
Um, well, first you can start off by what your name is.
I'm Christopher Berg. You may have seen me around campus.
What is your major you're going for?
I'm studying engineering science.
Okay. And have you attended college before?
I went to Three Rivers about 15 years ago, just briefly. I didn't want to go to school as right after I finished high school. My parents put me in, and it didn't work out too well because I never went to class or anything.
You never went to class?
Yeah, don't let your parents put you into school when you aren't ready for school yet.
So how would you say your experience was the first time you went?
Rocky. I only went to a few classes, and it was tough. Eventually, I just moved to Boston just to get away from everything.
You moved.
Yeah. But I mean, I think it was good to actually do some work because it kind of taught me the value of having education. Like, would I go back I don't think I'd go back in time and take those classes over again. No, I'd probably tell myself to take something different. But I don't know. I feel like you have to kind of get experience sometimes with working a crummy job to see the importance of school. That's my opinion, though. But
What is a big reason why you think it didn't work out for you? You think it was just because you were young, or
yeah, I don't think I was ready for it. I wasn't ready to make decisions about that sort of thing yet.
when did you re-enroll for college?
Oh gosh, just recently, just this past year, 15 years later.
Compared to when you took college?
I'm not that old.
When you were
Don't tell people.
we were probably like 17, 18. What differences have you made as far as like getting your work done, procrastinating? Like,
It's not easy. I mean, you really have to see a value in what you study to be able to like focus on it and like keep doing the work. Because if you're just taking classes just to take them, it's hard to keep focused and keep your work done because you're gonna want to keep doing other stuff. So it is important to see the value of what you're learning. And it's important to take classes.
okay.
She dropped her cigarette, by the way. That's why we had to pause it.
Okay. Your most common procrastination. What is your biggest procrastination that you do now, or back when you took college the first time, or both?
Well, then I was completely unfocused, we'll say. Now springtime's coming, so it's kind of a hormonal thing. Like, I want to keep focusing on getting out, doing stuff, and it's like you feel, spring and summer coming. So that's one thing. Sorry, someone's practicing their trombone or trumpet or something, and it's pretty terrible. But so yeah, distractions. There's so many distractions this time of year, so it's really hard. And it's even worse because we have finals coming up. So it's like you have to just buckle down, get them done, so that you can enjoy your summer without feeling, oh no, I blew my finals, I blew da 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 da. It's a mindset, I guess you could say. It's hard to get that mindset.
What do you feel like helps you to not procrastinate? Is it just the mindset, or
mindset? Like I said, it's you want to make sure you're taking, your major is something you value, something you want to do. Otherwise, you're gonna have a hard time keeping focused.
Do you have any tips for future college students or kids who are in college for the first year on how not to procrastinate? Tips on, time management, doing homework, any sort of organizational skills you think they'd benefit from?
I do a lot of my work in a room that doesn't have a TV in it, doesn't have any. Sometimes I'll bring a laptop in for some music for the background, but it's generally disconnected from anything unless I really need, like, say I have to use math lab or something online. But for the most part, it's disconnected from online, from everything else. That does let me focus, sit down, get my homework done. Because if I have like my TV there, I'll start turning things on, and it's like I'll never get anything done. That's one thing. Discipline, that's really, really hard. That's something you got to kind of like practice for a while. But discipline will help too. It's like get things done now instead of like letting them snowball for later, because once you start procrastinating, it just keeps going until like you're like, I have something to do this week. Oh no, I have like 20 things to do this week. And it's because my professor gave us that leeway. It's like, oh, this isn't due for a couple weeks. Because you had that leeway, you're like, well, I'll wait till the end. And like, oh, all my classes are like that. And now I have all this stuff to do at once, and it's too much.
You don't do that most of the time now, though. You've managed to organize your time better.
I don't do it all the time now. It's most of the time I can keep things up. But as I say, when it gets to the end of the semester, it gets tougher.
Do you
It
feel
gets
it's
a lot
helped
tougher.
your grades since when you took it the last time, just being on top of everything and not procrastinating?
It definitely helps because studying things a little bit here and there as you go through, keeping things fresh in your mind, means a lot less trouble studying later. Like say you have a test coming in a day or two, cramming it, you're gonna have a hard time getting everything in there. If you go like little by little, things that you aren't sure of, tackle those first, keep going through them little by little until you get to the test and you're like, okay, I understand them now. Things like that. That's the way I look at it, at least.
What are your grades now since you've taken school a little more seriously than you did before?
Oh, they're a lot better. I mean, you're talking A's compared to like F's.
Well, that's good.
That's completely polar opposite.
So you think anybody can, with the mindset of, taking school seriously, not procrastinating, that it is people are capable of keeping the grades up.
Of course,
It's not impossible.
School isn't about being smart. It's about doing the work. And it's tough because not everyone wants to do it. And I understand that. No one wants to do homework. No one wants to study for tests. There's so many other things out there to do. But it's like school doesn't last forever. It's going to be 4 years, maybe some more if you have to, if you're working, because I work too at the same time. So it's going to take a little bit longer for me. But it doesn't last forever. You get it done, you get a good job, or you're making money, and then you get to have a lot of fun.
Would you tell anybody who's feeling like they should drop out not to? It's not worth it.
The thing is, that depends. One thing to remember with dropping out is you can always go back afterwards. It's better to, cut and take a break for a little while than to bomb through not knowing what's going on, not knowing what you want or what you want to do. Because you can always come back. I came back.
Okay. Well, thank you, Chris.
That's my idea about it. But, I mean, if you're on the cusp and you want to do it and you're having a struggle, just ask for help. Just talk to people about things. Talk to people who are in, taking your same courses and see what you can find out.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
You're going to get me in trouble now. Okay.
Sorry.
Bye.
Bye.